We've got some very somber news today about a true American hero, a name that is synonymous with courage, exploration, and surviving against all odds. Jim Lovell, the legendary astronaut who commanded the Apollo 13 mission, has passed away at the age of 97. Now, when you talk about the heroes of the space race, Jim Lovell is in a class all his own. This wasn't just a guy who went to space. He was one of the most traveled astronauts of his era, flying 4 separate history-making missions. He flew on Gemini 7 and Gemini 12. He was on Apollo 8, the first human mission to ever orbit the moon, where he and his crewmates became the first people to see an Earthrise on Christmas Eve in 1968. Can you even imagine that? Being one of the first humans to see our entire world as a grand oasis in the vastness of space, as he so perfectly put it. But of course, the story that cemented Jim Lovell as a legend was Apollo 13. This was supposed to be his chance to walk on the moon, the pinnacle of an astronaut's career. Instead, it became one of the most terrifying and inspiring survival stories in human history. 2 days into the mission, an oxygen tank exploded, crippling their spacecraft hundreds of thousands of miles from home. The famous line, "Houston, we've had a problem," became an instant part of our history. What happened next was just unbelievable. Under Lovell's calm and steady command, the crew, along with the geniuses in mission control, turned their lunar module, the Aquarius, into a makeshift lifeboat. They faced freezing temperatures, a dangerous buildup of carbon dioxide, and critical shortages of power and water. Yet, they figured it out. They looped around the moon and managed to navigate their broken ship all the way back to Earth, splashing down safely. Lovell himself called the mission a successful failure. They didn't land on the moon, but they showed the world what humanity is capable of in a crisis. That story was so powerful, it was turned into the incredible movie Apollo 13, with Tom Hanks playing Lovell, immortalizing their courage for a whole new generation. With his passing, we've lost one of the last true pioneers of the Apollo era. He was the first person to fly to the moon twice, a naval aviator, a test pilot, and a leader who, when faced with an impossible situation, calmly got to work and brought his crew home. Today, we remember a hero who didn't just reach for the stars, but who showed us how to get back from them when everything goes wrong.